All right, hello everybody. We are setting up for hole number 9, the conclusion of the pro guide for the Hollywood tournament, and I'm just trying to think in terms of a bag. So you want to put stuff with high backspin. So here I'm going to use Saturn. I am going to use Thorn again, and I am going to do this hole a little bit differently. So on my rookie guide, I did lay up, and I did so with, very little effort. So if you want to know about my layup procedure, then feel free to check out the rookie guide. Very little is going to change other than, maybe throwing on maybe a Titan ball, for example, just to give you that little extra security net with distance. But, I did it with no real issue power-wise. Like, there was nothing. Laying up is easy. So all you need is my landing zone and the way that I use the spin, and you'll be able to do it in pro as well. So if you want to know how to lay up and go for the green from the layup spot, then feel free to check out the rookie guide. It will be a very similar procedure, and I used rock for that one. So look forward to checking that one out. And I got the eagle no issue, so that's another thing to note for you guys. So what I'm going to try to focus on, I'm assuming, is I believe I'm going to try to hit the hook here to try to get to the second fairway. And I don't know if it's possible with a POC 4, but we are going to, I know for sure that you can do this with POC 5, no question. But not real sure. We are going to go for it. The good news is, if you fail to get over there, I do believe that you have enough club to get to the green anyway. So it's kind of no harm, no foul type shot. All you need to do is land your first hop on the fairway. We are not going to use landscape mode for our hook method. So, this whole tournament is very Apple friendly. I don't think I've used landscape once. So you are seeing very basic hook shots here. And what you want to do here is side spin it to the left, top spin it. I am trying to picture my landing zone being right in the center of the fairway there. So I'm putting the left of my bullseye, which I'm using as my target, towards the left and just playing my wind. So, if I'm looking off the white left of my bullseye, with that wind, it's pushing it back to the center right there. So in addition to that, I am going to go roughly 2.4 bullseyes. 2.4 bullseyes of total hook. And then we are going to go for the hook. Well, let's see where nope, that's way too much. It's probably 2 full bullseyes from that spot. So again, like I was just mentioning, and this is just kind of a trial and error thing. You mess up the first time. So with what I'm assuming with a POC 4, since it's kind of resisting the wind, I shouldn't have played so many rings because it's resisting hooking back since the wind's pointed to the right. So I'm only going to go 2 full bullseyes next time, and that should be relatively spot on. So if you want to use my method, you should be more than good, for the rest of the tournament to use a similar type aim to what I just did, especially if you have a POC 4. POC 5, you might need to use a berserker because you're probably going to get a little bit too much rinse. And look at this, even with missing the fairway on the first hop, I think I can get there. So that's pretty crazy here. So we're just trying to visualize. This is going to be more or less my land zone here. 5 rings up. So I'm just going to kind of, if you want to see my spin, 2 and 4. Aside from that, I'm just kind of putting it there and hopefully just kind of going for a perfect ball with just a slight curl. And there's perfect ball. And I'm assuming... Oh, I hit the tree. Well, I wanted to show you that I could say, wow. So you might want to up the curl and maybe lower your side spin to make sure when you're going around those trees that you will be safe, because I clipped the tree there when it actually, you know, started playing the wind. I would like to go for this pitch, but I'm not going to be able to, I don't think. I forget where I'm at in the tournament. I do believe that I forfeited the last few holes, but I did not do a good job of checking to make sure that I'm below the score, the target score. So I don't know if I can eagle, so I cannot go for this pitch. But I will walk you through it and then not hit it. I'll just forfeit out. So let's take a look here. So if you wind up in a similar spot, you know, not the end of the world. I'm assuming you can make it, no problem. There's full club right there. So, you know, I'm essentially pulling back to half club. And aside from that, I would probably, you know, up the backspin a little bit, kind of put a little side spin on it just to kind of straighten out the line. And I'm basically, you know, right at half club distance. So, you know, I would zoom in here and I would play 4 to 5 rings right here. And I'm assuming, you know, perfect ball. You can see what that looks like in terms of aiming. And that should more or less do it for you. So good luck with that pitch. And hopefully you guys put together a good round for your pro tournament. And like I said, you can kind of use my aim as a guidance point to make sure that you don't aim there. Like I said, if you have a POC 5 or higher for some reason and you're actually playing pro tournament, which I wouldn't recommend, you should probably go up to expert, but you might want to back off and pull out a berserker there if you're going for that shot. Otherwise, I would use a very similar starting aim as me and just stack 2 full bullseyes for an APOC 4. Or similarly with an APOC 3, I wouldn't think too much would need to change with an APOC 3. So use that to your advantage. And like I said, if you get up there with just a normal curl method, if you hit the, as you could see, you know, I was fine had I avoided those trees. So which means I just needed to up that curl. Even if you hit the rough on the first hop like I just did, which isn't going to happen again because I'm never going to correct that far. I'll just come in on my aim and I'll only go, you know, 2 full bullseyes from that original start point. So, you know, that first bullseye, and then I'll just stack 1 more on top of it. And that should, you know, center my ball right in the middle of the fairway for the rest of the week. And aside from that, you should have an easy, if you put on high backspin clubs, worst case scenario, you probably might not be able to make the albatross, but you'll be right past the pin with an easy, you know, full backspin shot. So keep that in mind, and good luck with your guys' rounds. Hopefully you found this guide helpful for you to move forward to the opening and weekend rounds. If you have yet to subscribe, make sure that you do so, so you can always, you know, catch my updates of my new guides as they become available to you guys. And feel free to pass along any of my videos to anybody that you so choose that you think might need the extra help. Feel free to, you know, point them in the right direction. And good luck out there with your rounds. So I'll be seeing you guys in the future. Look for my future content to come out. I'm trying to keep the latest and greatest type documents out there for you guys. So I'll always be updating you with new and current information and strategies. So be on the lookout, and see you guys later.